Aloha, Lulu here, inspiring you to live your bliss. And today I'm going to start right away with a question. What are your non-negotiable healthy habits that you do every single day? Let me repeat that. What are your non-negotiable healthy habits that you do every single day? The topic was stemmed because now more than ever is the time to 100% commit to these habits. And it's really a time to explore what habits are going to start making you feel really good right now. For the best wellness and lifestyle advice allowing you to cultivate more bliss, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I release a new video every Tuesday. So if there are any upsides to what's been going on in our world over the past couple of months, it's that we're getting more clear on what we want in our lives and what we don't. So for some people, we've learned firsthand how interconnected we truly are, not just on social media, but in that real face-to-face life, right? I know personally that I have a greater appreciation for that personal connection, and I really crave it and miss it. We are also learning about something that great thinkers have been talking about for thousands of years, and it's called self-reliance. And basically what this means is that as much as possible, we should be self-sufficient and really tune into our own path that leads us to our best self and leading a life with bliss. Being self-sufficient includes making your health a priority and setting clear boundaries to make that happen. I'm thinking back to a moment when I had a 4-month period where I was losing my mom. And straight up, I was so focused on the intention to help her heal instead of dying, that I just kind of spun out, and my focus was all of that, like spending tons of time with her, encouraging her, and with that, all of my own non-negotiable habits went down the drain. And it wasn't until a phone call to one of my dear friends where she asked the question, Lulu, what are you doing in terms of Bliss Care? How are you taking care of yourself? And in that moment, I realized that I wasn't meditating, I wasn't eating right, I had no physical exercise going on whatsoever, and I was, in the attempt to fix my mom, I was damaging myself, and I was not able to show up as my best self in order to help my mom on her journey. And so, now bringing it, full turn 2 years later, we're faced with this pandemic and uncertainty. And once again, it's reminding me to share with you and myself that the non-negotiables are the most important thing to focus on. Even if it's just carving out 15 to 30 minutes a day, they are non-negotiable, because by committing to these basic practices that keep us in line with what we want, what we desire, even if it's simple as cultivating a little bliss every single day in our lives, then we are able to show up as our best self in that given moment to be a mom, be a dad, be a brother, sister, whatever it may be, a great work colleague, and for someone like me to be in the highest service to you. A friend asked me the other day, how can you stay so calm when, all around us is a little bit crazy? And still, like 2 months later, we're still experiencing crazy, right? And it made me realize that all of these tried and true habits, my non-negotiables, have never let me down. In reflection, looking at my list, there's one thing in common, one thing, and it keeps me accountable. They make me feel freaking amazing. They make me feel better. They make me feel balanced and more grounded. And these habits help me be a more productive person, both for myself and for others. They allow me to show up as my best self so that I can be in service to others. And so once again, I ask you, What are your non-negotiables? What are the habits that you're cultivating and committing to on a daily basis that help you cultivate bliss and show up as your best self in any given moment? So with that in mind, I would love to share my Bliss Care non-negotiables in hope to inspire you in some way to create your own list. So here we go.
Well, good morning. Wow. It must be like 5 o'clock. Boy, I slept well. So, I wanted to truly introduce you to my non-negotiables, which is, whoa, okay. Wake up. It's really important. My number one non-negotiable is tongue scraping. So, I'm just going to grab, I've been using a spoon because I don't have a tongue scraper. Boom, tongue scraping done. So I start with tongue scraping in the morning because overnight your body's releasing tons of toxins and it's accumulated, most of them, on the tongue. So you want to get rid of those toxins before step 2, chug water. And I'm talking at least 16 ounces of water, which is 1/4 of my daily intake. So I've chugged my water, and now it's time for my number 3 non-negotiable, which is meditation. So I'm going to make myself super comfy. I usually put a little pillow underneath my knees, get as comfortable as possible, and then I pick a meditation of the day from Insights Timer, my favorite app. And it could be either guided or silent or something with music. So I'm going to do that now, and I'll see you on the other side. So my next non-negotiable, which is also part of my morning routine, is my little lemon tonic. Today I did fresh squeezed lemon, apple cider vinegar, and a little dash of cayenne because it boosts your metabolism. And so while I'm sipping on this delicious concoction, I'm going to write in my journal. And today I'm going to focus on gratitude. So after my journal practice, I got moving and grooving for 30 minutes. Actually, I want to tell you, I'm going to share a link down below about Carolyn Weiber's yoga membership because it's absolutely amazing. She has an array of classes. I just did a psoas release and I'm feeling good. Next up, healthy breakfast. If you are not eating breakfast, I highly recommend starting your day with a highly nutritious meal because it's going to jumpstart your metabolism and sustain your energy throughout the day. Another non-negotiable for me is doing yoga at least 3 to 5 times a week. Now, I'm going to be really honest. This one sneaks up on me, and it's one of those things that I notice that if I compromise this non-negotiable, I start to feel shitty in my body. So I have on my whiteboard, do yoga, at least to commit to rolling out my mat. And that always, once you roll out your mat, it allows me to commit because I'm simply moving, connecting with my breath, and it feels so damn good that usually a 15-minute practice or 30-minute practice turns into, or could turn into, 2 hours, which is amazing. I also commit on a daily basis to eat at least 1 home-cooked or raw nutritious meal per day. And this ties into being fully present while I'm eating this meal. I used to multitask a lot when I was eating, and then my plate would be done and I'd be like, hell's bells, I didn't even focus on this nutritious, delicious meal because I was multitasking doing social media or something silly. And I've noticed that there's a greater appreciation when I just sit down, put everything away, and really focus on chewing and enjoying every single bite and practicing gratitude while doing so. I also commit to going to bed early. Now, I'm one of those people, and I don't know what it is, maybe in my elderly years, I am definitely 100% a morning person. Morning being, I usually wake up around 4:30 in the morning. And some people are like, what the hell, Lulu? I could never wake up at 4:30. And so I have curated my bedtime routine
to include going to bed early, because I know that if I stay up till 11 o'clock at night, I'm still waking up at 4:30 in the morning. So I now try to wind down each day with a little bedtime routine that allows me to be in my bed around 8:30, pushing at 9 o'clock, and going through maybe a yoga nidra or something. Most of the time I don't even need that. I look at my book and it's like a sleeping agent. I don't even read a word and I pass out, which is really, really good. Last but not least, and I know this one's going to sound a little weird, but I commit to drinking half of my body weight in ounces every single day. And I notice that when I don't do that, non-negotiable, right? But we're all human. When I don't drink enough water, it definitely zaps me of my energy. And so every single day I have on my whiteboard 4 little 16-ounce portions of water, and that's a minimum because it's really super important to keep hydrated. It keeps the whole body functioning in an optimal level. So there you have it, all in a nutshell. Those are my non-negotiables that I try to commit to every single day. And I would love to know yours. So share down in the comments below some of the things that add value to your life and that maybe could become one of your non-negotiables. And now more than ever, it's vitally important to be vigilant when it comes to our healthy habits and what we choose to focus on. Which brings me to my gift for the week. I am gifting you an at-home survival kit. It's awesome. It includes at-home workouts with minimal equipment, your perfect schedule for the day, healthy recipes that you can make using store-covered goods, activities that keep you and your family focused and moving in a positive direction, along with lots of other goodies in there. So I'm including a link down below. Grab your at-home survival kit right now. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch. I hope this served you in some positive way. If you like this video, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe and share with all of your friends. Okay, I'm leaving you with one last to-do. Make sure you make time for your non-negotiables. I'll see you next Tuesday. Aloha.